Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash, and also double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually roll very well to this very day, and also shalom to the whole elect that's continually plowing in his work and giving diligence to make your calling and election sure in faith, true sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, topic of this video is going to be entitled, "What profiteth a broken cistern?" And I was, as I was reading today, I meditating through the scriptures, and it had me come to think about how Israel, our people, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which that's the majority that make up the nation of Israel. And then you have the ones that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, the confusion of faces that are scattered abroad amongst the nations, but their lines go back to Jacob. It made me think about, how our people have forsaken our Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the one that brought them up out of Egypt, the one that has brought them out of the house of bondage, and brought them into the promised land, brought them to the land of Israel, made them fruitful, man. The Lord did all these things for Israel, but yet Israel wants to turn their back on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They forgot about their maker. All right. Because right now Israel's living it up, man. They're living it up here in this current queendom, which we call Babylon, which is known today as America. They're living it up here in Babylon, man. They have no cares in the world, don't care about what's going on around them. And that just go to show you that they just forgot about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They forgot the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the wondrous works that he did when he brought us out of the land of Egypt. All right. Wow, and that's the spirit. I pulled up behind a vehicle that's got a lion and a lamb, like right in the same picture. It's called Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But going back to the topic, man. People have forgotten about the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, what he's capable of doing. He's to deliver us out of the land of Egypt, and that was a great deliverance. That's one of the memorials, and that's one of the memorable deliverances that the nations still remember to this very day. All right. So if the Lord is known for that, guess what, man? The Lord has a tremendous and out of this world. The words can't express, the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right. But here it is. They want to hew themselves out. They want to build themselves broken cisterns. And latch on to other doctrines and other things that don't profit them. Being a Muslim don't profit you, okay? Being a 5%er don't profit you. Being an Egyptian, for that matter, don't profit you. All right? Being an American doesn't profit you. All right? But they hew themselves out these broken cisterns that's not able to hold any sort of water, man, and they're leaking. All right? And what happens when you run out of water? You become dry. You become dry and be unfruitful when you dry up and you die. And that's going to be the ultimate result of our people if they don't turn back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're going to dry up, which they're already dried up. 2/3 of our people are already dried up, but they're going to end up dying, man, from dehydration, spiritual dehydration. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the precepts, man. This is first I'm going to get the actual scripture. Book of let me go back. Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter and the 13th verse. It says, "For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters," in which the Lord is known as the living waters, man. This is the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is the one that sustains us, man. We can't. There's nothing of ourselves, man. We didn't make ourselves, and that's Jake is big on that. They say they're self-made. I made me. It's all about me this, me that. And that's how Jake is today, man. They forgot that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is the one that even is still causing to breathe, man. All right. The Lord is still causing you to draw a breath through your nostrils and still allowing your heart to beat every second. All right. So what does there need to be? Why what reason is there to be proud about, man? All right. So again, it says, "For my people have committed two evils; they have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water." All right. Now, if you go to the word cistern, which is the reason why I brought up that picture in the beginning of the video, if you go into the word cistern, it means a well. All right. I'm gonna get it. So cistern right here is ba'ar. All right, ba'ar, which means cistern, pit, well. All right, which I brought up in that picture, but it goes deeper. Okay, because you go into the root word, which is the same word, ba'ar, right? It means, let me go down further. It says to make clear, to declare. Okay, letters on a tablet. See, letters on a tablet. All right. Should have put this on do not disturb. All right, so if you go further, it says to engrave letters on a stone, to explain, to declare. So what's that talking about? That's talking about this doctrine, this word, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That is what we're declaring. That is what we're making plain. And the Lord said the right division and make it plain upon tables. So this is what was made plain. All right. This is something that's engraved. This is like it says right here, letters on the tablet, right? Because if you writing a letter if you are putting down letters on a tablet, you're sending a message to somebody, or you're writing something down for doctrine's sake, for lack of a better term, because you had the law, statutes, commandments that were put down on tablets of stone. All right, to follow after those things that the Lord commanded us to do, to follow after His commandments. All right, and like the scripture says, commandments be not grievous. Okay, but guess what? They hewed them out broken cisterns, right? Broken cisterns. In other words, they made themselves out a whole, or they latched themselves onto a whole nother doctrine, and they followed after a whole nother doctrine, a whole nother false god or false idol, which can hold no water. All right, and they ran dry, because guess what? Now in this point in time right now, this truth has been pushed out throughout the four corners of the earth, and it's still standing firm. But the rest of these other doctrines, they hold no weight, and that's why these amongst our people that follow after these other doctrines, they're starting to run out of gas. All right, because they got nothing to fuel themselves, man. All right. Now let me go back, since we got that word cistern, right? Let me get the book of John, the 4th chapter. I'm gonna get straight to the point. This is at the 14th verse. It says, "But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him," right, which is this word, shall never thirst. Okay. I'm gonna read that again. It said, "But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up unto everlasting life." And that's right, because we're walking amongst dry places right now. This is the valley. This is a low land. This is known as the valley of the shadow of death. All right. So that's why if you go into another scripture, if I can grab it, time permits me. See if I can find it. It's in the book of Isaiah, if I can find it real quick. Here it is. Yep. Isaiah, the 35th chapter, and I'm going to start at the 8th verse. It says, "And a highway shall be there." What's that highway? The highway is talking about this path that we're walking right now. This is known as the straight and narrow path that we're walking. So this is the highway that we see right now, and that highway is through this truth, this word. All right. It says, "In a way, and it shall be called the way of holiness, and the unclean shall not pass over, but it shall be for those, the wayfaring men." All right, the pilgrims. All right, because you are the pilgrims of the earth, man. All right. Since the wayfaring men, though fools shall not err therein. All right, so fools are not going to make their way into this path, man. The Lord has made sure of that, man. All right. And I'm gonna start a verse up, Salakia. I know I skipped the verse I actually wanted, but verse 7 says, "And the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of water." See, because in this land, America, this truth, it was a certain point in time when this truth wasn't being put out. It was a certain point in time when this word wasn't revealed, and the prophecies were kept secret. All right, and this land was dry because it was no prophecy. This word wasn't going out in spirit and in truth. But now you got pools of water, and you got the well that's being sprung up out of this dry land. All right. It says, "In the habitation of dragons, which each lay shall be grass with reeds and rushes." Right, where to feed. All right, because we are to feed the flock. So we're going to feed the flock with this word. Okay, which, like the scriptures say, it'll be as grass with reeds and rushes. All right. So that's pretty much it on this video. I didn't want to make it too long. I just go to show you that our people are hell bent on trying to make themselves broken cisterns and trying to hold water with other doctrines and other things that don't profit them concerning America, man. Because anything that's looked here as or uplifted here in America, you already know for a fact that it's dry. All right. Because everywhere you turn, it's nothing but folly. It's nothing but falsehood. No matter where you turn. So this is the only way. Like Yahweh Shai said, he said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." All right. And no man can come to the Father but by him. All right. Which once again is through this word. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end off on that note. And our Lord's will is edifying to the body of Yahweh Bashim Shai, to the members of the Holy Elect. Till next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Chakodash. Also, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well to this very day. Also, shalom, peace and safety, and salutations to the Holy Elect. It's also labor in his work and his labor of love, giving diligence to make your calling and election sure, in faith, true sincerity, and also in all charity. And with that, we'll say shalom.